Very good afternoon. Welcome to NTA Channel 5 News at 1. I am Miriam Emeka-Mali. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Musa Bello, has assured the leadership of the FCT wing of the Nigerian Union of Teachers of the administration's resolve to pay all the promotion arrears of teachers before the end of the year. The minister gave this assurance during an emergency meeting with the union in Abuja. Shuaibu Onoze Yakubu reports.
Following the commencement of the 5-day warning strike by the FCT wing of the Nigerian Union of Teachers to press home their demands for enhanced security in schools and payment of arrears of promotion benefits, FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello chaired an emergency meeting with the leadership of the union. The minister told the union members that the administration will soon commence payment of the 2017 arrears between November and December this year. He also assures that measures are being taken to improve security situation in FCT schools. FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola spoke after the meeting.
The 2017 is scheduled for payment in the month of November, while the Honorable Minister directed that the teaching staff, payment for teaching staff in 2018 promotion areas should be prioritized. We are looking at that seriously so that the issue of promotion areas for this category of workforce can be settled once and for all.
FCT NUT Chairman Stephen Nagbayi commends the FCT administration for the resolutions reached on their demands, promising that the members will soon resume to their duty post.
From this meeting, we are going back to the house. We'll meet together, and we assure you that with all the resolutions, we will go back to the classroom without waste of time.
The union leader, however, appealed to the FCT minister to intervene in the payment of arrears of early teachers under the administration of the area councils. Shuaibu Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has flagged off mass vaccination campaign against the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic, targeting over 1.5 million residents in the next 50 days across the 6 area councils. FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliu, while performing the exercise at the Old Parade Ground, Abuja, notes that the rapid spread of the virus need aggressive response to contain the infection and protect residents. Ifeanyi Ezumba reports.
Assuring residents that the administration is taking up the challenge of improving on routine immunization, disease surveillance outbreak, preparedness and response services, as well as strengthening the primary health care scheme implementation in the FCT. FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliu revealed that with the receipt of donated high-quality medical equipment worth over $700,000, the equipment would contribute immensely to improve quality of healthcare services.
It is pertinent to note also that financing primary healthcare has improved steadily in the FCT appropriation from 2019. We have specifically recorded over 30% increase this year over previous years' funding provision. That means better healthcare delivery service in the Federal Capital Territory.
FCT Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola reiterated that the administration would continue to enforce the no mask, no entry restrictions at public places and regular hand washing campaign.
We should all be aware by now that COVID-19 vaccination is like building a defensive barrier against an offensive and violent enemy. This is why mass vaccination campaigns such as the one we are performing today has become absolutely necessary.
The vaccination has been certified by WHO to be safe. Goodwill messages were delivered by development partners, traditional rulers, and chairmen of area councils. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Ezumba, NT News.
Meanwhile, figures from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) as of 18th November 2021 indicate 7 new cases of COVID-19 in their city. The number of confirmed cases stands at 23,438, while active cases now 592, and the number of discharged cases stands at 22,622, and 224 deaths have been recorded in the FCT. And to effectively enhance sanitation and hygiene, every 19th of November is observed as World Toilet Day to raise awareness on the need to access clean and safe toilets. Deborah Gazajumaika in this report examines the commemoration.
In Nigeria, an estimated number of 4.7 million people do not use toilets, and this is causing nearly 87,000 diarrhea deaths in children under the age of 5. Recently, this moved the government into action with a series of campaigns to end open defecation.
As we look at toilets in the house as a negligent or neglected issue, it is as important as having the kitchen or even the bedroom.
I will still request for the area council to establish public toilet within the community.
A cross-section of FCT residents, however, observed that except there is provision for public toilets all over the place, the country will continue to suffer sanitation ills.
I'm standing now, this is UTC. I was doing something here and I felt pressed. There was nowhere for me to ease myself.
Reports in the season indicate that toilets are underfunded and poorly managed in many parts of the world. Experts note that for many, especially women and girls, clean toilets brings comfort and helps, especially during menstruation, to fulfill potentials, thereby enhancing productivity at workplaces. Deborah Gazajin-Micah, NTA News.
Now, the Federal Capital Territory Administration's Permanent Secretary, Olushade Olusola, says the number of people that appreciate the good works of the FCT administration under the leadership of Malam Muhammad Musa Bello and Ramatu Tijani Aliyu is rising against the few who looks at selfish gains to discredit the administration. The FCT Permanent Secretary was speaking when the Coalition of Concerned Citizens of Nigeria visited the minister's office on a march to show their solidarity and support for the administration. Ifeanyi Ezumba reports.
The Permanent Secretary, FCT Administration, Olushade Adeshola, who commended the group for their support, affirmed that from their placards, he is convinced that residents are seeing the good works of the administration.
You are not civil servants here, but you wrote, Musa Bello has paid salaries. Is that not so? Yes. The civil servants, are you owed any salary? No. Even the teachers that said they are going on strike today, are they owed any salary? No. Go to the state all around. We now have in the lexicon modulated salary. In FCT, the minister says, PAMSEC, there is no room for modulated salary here. Everybody should earn their salaries, and these have been paid continuously.
The convener of the group, Hassan Sadauna, scored the FCT administration under the leadership of Muhammad Musa Bello high on its developmental strides.
Musa Bello is a pillar of anti-corruption. He ensures prudent management of resources. He ensures in doing so much with little he has. 6 years of Muhammadu Musa Bello has brought massive transformation to Abuja. Construction of village bridge and roundabout has ended go-slow at AYA. Construction of Southern Parkway has ended go-slow in central area. 5 massive interchanges and bridges are currently under construction in Abuja.
The Coalition of Concerned Citizens maintained that the administration has also been up and doing in ensuring cleanliness of the city center and some parts of the satellite towns, adding that the administration is also addressing security challenges. They, however, call residents of the territory to support the administration for effective service delivery. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Ezumba, NTA News.
To support whistleblowers in their efforts to expose corruption and any form of wrongdoing in Nigeria, the Whistleblowers Anti-Corruption Reporting Network, WARN, has been inaugurated in Abuja. The United Nations Office on Drug and Crime says that corruption is a global phenomenon that causes poverty, obstructs development, and drives away investment. The Nigerian government is not leaving any stone unturned in dealing with corruption.
Subscribe as a crusader in the whistleblowing policy.
To support anti-corruption crusade in Nigeria, the Whistleblowers Anti-Corruption Reporting Network, WAN, a non-governmental organization, is encouraging people to disclose information about any form of corrupt practices to anti-corruption agencies.
It comes for a time to say enough is enough. Comes to a time where we can't sit idle and say nothing anymore. It is now time to see something and say something.
If we want this whistleblowing to be subscribed by all and sundry in the society, it is very important, my boss, the ICPC and the EFCC should champion the cause of seeing that the Whistleblower Act as a law of the National Assembly is definitely passed.
The campaign against corruption requires the collective participation of all. The question the anti-corruption activists are asking, what are you doing where you are now to end corruption? I leave you with the answers. Miriam Emekamadi, NTA News. Lack of integrity breeds unimaginable corruption in any given nation. This was the consensus of speakers at the one-day National Integrity Summit in Abuja. Hawa Gimba reports that the summit had various youth groups in attendance.
Integrity is strict adherence to these moral or ethical codes is a waiver earned and not awarded by our daily dealings with people, especially those who might not really have the authority. In their submissions, speakers explained the need for a comprehensive and integrated approach to fight against corruption, which has become a sole responsibility of the people. Hence, the reason behind the National Integrity Summit, an indication that government, business partners, various civil society groups, and faith-based organizations are all involved to building national integrity in one way or the other.
You build a nation that is predicated on the free, corrupt society. Any society that indulges in gross violation of rights, vis-a-vis bribery and corruption, enriching personal pocket as against public interest, that nation will never be built.
And we believe that coming up like this and calling Nigerians together to sensitize them on a way forward on how to build a nation for integrity, it will go a long way to at least renovate the mind of the young generations.
It's about keeping your word. It's about, because it's a trust. Governance is a trust between the led and the followership. And so when this issue of integrity breaks that trust, everything goes wrong.
We don't want to keep on emphasizing what corruption has eaten so deep into us. So we are looking at the solution now, and that's why we are here to offer the solutions.
The National Integrity Summit had as its theme, building a nation with integrity, aimed at advancing and fully exploring ideas of an integrated national integrity framework for Nigeria, with the intended result of a cohesive approach to the building of integrity. Hawa Gimba, NTA News.
We'll take a short break now. When we return, NTA Channel 5 News continues. Stay with us. Thanks for staying. Women thrive more when they are empowered, and this was demonstrated when the professional women accountants in Nigeria Abuja chapter went all out to stimulate growth of businesses at the Gariki Modern Market through an awareness on efficient bookkeeping. Rosemary Motalengbila reports.
These professional women accountants, on their short visit to the Garki Model Market, are advocating the core ingredients that can enable traders succeed in their transactions and have positive returns.
Let's sensitize these women, because we know women are nation builders, women are good in managing the economy. Let's talk to the women. And not only the women, we are touching the men too, because let them know how to keep their books. If you are starting with 1,000, 2,000 into your business and you are keeping a book, you will know whether you are making profit or loss. And when you are making profit, you are moving forward. So we now say, let's do it and get it right. It's not only about Gariki Market. We are going to move forward. The planning committee is moving, and we are no stopping area in Abuja. We are touching all the crooks and in Abuja.
They said without taking proper record, traders will not understand the gain in their businesses.
The following terms of reference was given by the council in line with its bylaws to create awareness among our women members and strengthen their participation in their activities and affairs of ANAN, to organize specialized workshop seminars for women accountants, to collaborate activities with women forum of other professional bodies.
As accountants, we have other professional bodies that are also in accounting. So we want to bring ourselves together, the women together, and then understand the reason why we are accountants. Because some of us we just read this accounting, but what we have in mind is not what we're doing. But when attentions are called to what the purpose of the accounting, the women accountants, then you are more focused.
Women empowerment in smart economies goes beyond the cognition, skills, and recognition of the demand and supply market rule. However, it also involves keeping the records to ensure business growth. Rosemary Molteleng Bilal, NTA News.
The FCT Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Special Marshal, says its forthcoming sector retreat is poised to organize research activities that will enhance public enlightenment on traffic safety and rescue on the highway. Coordinator of the sector, Sani Adisa, gave the assurance when he led his team on a courtesy call to the NTA management. Ilyasu Onoti Yakubu reports.
Oftentimes, we come across traffic bottlenecks on Nigerian roads due to recklessness of road users. At such moments, special attentions are required from volunteers to complement the efforts of traffic managers such as the FRSC. And that is when these humanitarian servants come in. Numbering about 2,000 in the FCT sector, the volunteer and second arm of the Corps complements the tedious role of the road safety in securing lives on Nigerian roads. They are here at the NTA Channel 5 Abuja to strengthen the already existing relationship to help enlighten the people on how they can best collaborate the FRSC to deliver its mandate.
The Special Marshal performed the same statutory functions of the Corps, like the patrol, enforcement, education, enlightenment, sensitization, and so on and so forth. By the fact that we have the time, we have the resources to give them the necessary support, that means that we are not a liability but an asset to the Corps.
General Manager NTA Channel 5 Abuja, Ayo Adeoye, while commending the team for their immeasurable service, pledged the readiness of the NTA for their success.
Nigerians, we need to reorientate ourselves, on the need to obey rules, because if we're able to just obey rules, most of these problems will not be there. Most of the challenges we encounter, especially on Abuja Lokoja Road during this period, is because people will not just obey simple rules, But we'll be there for you anytime we.
The team used the platform to reach out to people of goodwill in the FCT to volunteer and join the marshals for advocacy service to humanity. Ilyasu Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
And on business news, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation has signed agreement worth $1.4 billion with the African Export-Import Bank, which has been described as the biggest so far. Let's join Ifeanyi Zumba for more details on business news.
Hello and thank you for joining us on Business News. My name is Ifeanyi Zumba. We begin with the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. The Federation Accounts Allocation Committee has shared a total of 671.910 billion in October 2021 Federation accounts revenue to the Federal, States and Local Governments Council. This was contained in a communique issued at the end of the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee meeting for November 2021 held in Lagos State. Rosemary Multilen-Bilal reports.
The 671.910 billion total distributable revenue comprise distributable statutory revenue of 363.849 billion, distributable value added tax revenue of 154.844 billion naira, exchange gain of 3.217 billion naira, and 150 billion augmentation from the non-mineral revenue. In October 2021, the sum of 24.591 billion naira was the total deduction for cost of collection, and 30.864 billion was total deduction for statutory transfers, savings and refunds. The communique confirmed that from the total distributable revenue of 671.910 billion naira, the federal government received 284.292 billion naira. The state government received 209.839 billion naira, and the local government council received 156.282 billion naira. Rosemary Motelemba reporting for Business News.
The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says the recovery from the COVID pandemic has been sustainably good and encouraging. The minister stated this in an opening ceremony of the 2021 Conference of the National Council on Finance and Economic Development in Lagos.
Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says that the last couple of years presented a series of challenges to the entire nation and the globe at large as the economy is bouncing back to normal. She disclosed that this year's conference was carefully chosen to draw attention of managers and practitioners in public sector finance management to the challenges and opportunities posed on the COVID-19 pandemic on the nation's economy, and to profile ways forward, adding that it also provides a veritable platform for stakeholders in the public and private sector to brainstorm on issues relating to the impact, implications, challenges and opportunities created by the pandemic. The minister also reiterated that the country has exited recession. In order to consolidate on this achievement, government is taking further proactive measures to develop policies aimed at improving the various sectors of the economy. Rosemary Motelemba reporting for Business News.
Tailoring is an age-long vocation which did not gain much value in the past. In recent times, with the growing nature of fashion, it has become lucrative and attractive even to the younger generation. Gloria Ezenwamadu takes a look at its economic value.
Tailoring as a business is very lucrative. It is a business of which both genders can venture into. Many have learnt the skill to support them through education, feeding, shelter, as well as other daily expenses. Like Emmanuel Sunday, who has been in the business since after his secondary school education, says he has been using the profits to take care of himself.
I joined this work, I learned it like 2 to 3 years. So after that, I now started on my own. So the business is very good, quite okay.
In as much as the business is lucrative, it comes with many challenges that sometimes affect the profits and can make the job seem stressful.
If there is any way they can help us to make sure that things that are going up now come down, it will help a lot.
Tailors plead for assistance from the government for provision of electricity to boost the business. Reporting for Business News, I am Gloria Ezenwamadu.
Garri is no longer left for only the less privileged, but for anyone who can afford it, as the commodity keeps rising. Sharon Egali went to one of the markets in the FCT to find out how the business is booming.
Garri is one of the most consumed finished products across the country by both upper and lower class in the society. For some months now, the price of mudu of garri has been on the high side.
We are even thanking God say it has come down. By last month it's 350, 400.
This business indeed is helping me, helping my family also. At least I can boast of a little saving in my account.
Meanwhile, buyers have also expressed dismay on the high cost as it affects their budget.
We buy garri almost 150 a mudu. Now it's 300 naira a mudu. So all those things is very high.
Garri business is profitable. Anyone can venture into it for survival and add to the economical growth of the society. Sharon Igali reporting for Business News.
Thank you for watching. Up next is Sports Brief.
Let's join Ahmed Abdurazak for more on Sports Brief.
Super Eagles coach Gernot Rohr has revealed that he is still in charge of the team, contrary to the report that he has been sacked by the Nigerian Football Federation. The Franco-German, however, admitted that the NFF wanted him to quit the team after the Super Eagles' lackluster display in Tuesday's 1-1 draw against Cape Verde in their final Group C World Cup qualifier in Lagos. While former Barcelona defender Giovanni Van Bronckhorst has been appointed as Rangers manager following the exit of Steven Gerrard, who left to manage Aston Villa. The 46-year-old has signed a 3.5-year deal, taking him up until summer of 2025. In boxing, Dillian White says Tyson Fury has got no choice but to accept a WBC mandatory title fight and has vowed to brutally finish the British rival when they finally share the ring in 2022. Moving to tennis, an outcry over the whereabouts of Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai escalated on Friday as the Women's Tennis Association said it was prepared to pull its tournament out of China if they were not satisfied with the response to her sexual assault allegation. With Sports Brief, Ahmad Abdurazak, NTA News.
And do remember to get COVID-19 vaccination and continue to stay safe. That's the news. We thank you for watching. Have a very good afternoon.